Hello, this is Frank Mealy from HeartlandDiaryUSA.com, bringing you news every conservative can use. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay up to date. Well, the day after the president was acquitted on the sham impeachment charges, Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, addressed the nation in her weekly press conference, in which she ingraciously attacked the president for his comments both at the State of the Union and at the National Prayer Breakfast. Pelosi said she is now feeling liberated, and apparently that means she feels that she can say whatever she wants without any consequences. So listen to this and enjoy the next 6-7 months as we enter the election period.
I don't know if the president understands about prayer or people who do pray, but we do pray. For the United States of America, I pray for him. I pray for President Bush, still President Obama, because it's a heavy responsibility. And I pray hard for him because he's so off the track of our Constitution, our values, our country, the air our children breathe, the water they drink, and the rest. He really needs our prayers. So he can say whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants, but I do pray for him, and I do so sincerely and without anguish, gently, just the way I pray for everybody else. I thought what he said about Senator Romney was particularly without class. What did he say? There's some people who use faith as an excuse to do the wrong things. You remember what he said about Romney? You got that there? It's so inappropriate at a prayer breakfast. You want to go to the prayer breakfast, prayer in the school, vouchers, women's right to choose, all those things that's the right audience for. God bless you. It's a prayer breakfast, and that's something about faith. It may not be something I agree with, but it's appropriate. But to go into the stock market and raising up his acquittal thing and mischaracterizing other people's motivation, he's talking about things that he knows little about, faith and prayer. Yes, ma'am.
You often counsel your members to be dignified in their response to a dignified God. Did you step on that message by tearing up the State of the Union?
I tore up a manifesto of mistruths. It's very hard for us to get you to talk about the issues that we are working on, HR 3, infrastructure, and the rest. He misrepresented all of that. Was necessary to get the attention of the American people to say this is not true and this is how it affects you. And I don't need any lessons from anybody, especially the President of the United States, about dignity. Dignity. Is it okay to start saying 4 more years in the House of Representatives? It's just unheard of. Is it unheard of for the president to insult people there who don't share his view, as well as to present falsehoods? Some would use the word lie. I don't like to use the word lie about what he is saying. So, no, I think it was completely, entirely appropriate. And considering some of the other exuberances within me, the courteous thing to do. Yes, sir.
Does it give you pause? I know you'd like another president, but to invite him back for a State of the Union, given what you're describing as...
That's clearly the President of the United States. That is an absolute imperative for our country, for our Constitution, for the land that we love from sea to shining sea, which he degrades almost every day, but several times a week, for who we are as a people, a nation of immigrants, unless you're blessed to be born a Native American, a nation of whom he denigrates, and for our values, which he just is disloyal to the Constitution, degrades the environment, denigrates who we are as a people, and undervalues who we are as a great country that is a good country where people care about each other and where there's a sense of community. It's appalling, the things that he says, and then you say to me, tearing up his falsehoods, isn't that the wrong message? No, it isn't. It's just, I have tried to be gracious with him. I'm always dignified. I thought that was a very dignified act compared to my exuberances, as I said. But we will not allow any president to use that capital that chamber of the House of Representatives, of the People's House, as a backdrop for him. Now, all presidents have guests. Constant guest. That was not a State of the Union. That was his state of mind. We want a State of the Union. Where are we? Where are we going? And the rest. Not let me just show you how many guests I can draw. And let me say how I can give a Medal of Honor. Do it in your own office. We don't come in your office and do congressional business. Why are you doing that here? Quite frankly, when he started talking about someone with stage 4 cancer, all of that, I thought he was, I don't know which stage John Lewis's cancer is at, but when he started talking about someone with cancer, we thought he was going to talk about John Lewis, a hero in our country. Come on. So in any event, I feel very liberated. I feel very liberated. I feel that I've extended every possible courtesy. I've shown every level of respect. I say to my members all the time, there's no such thing as an eternal animosity. There are eternal friendships, but you never know on what cause you may come together with somebody you may perceive as your foe right now. Everybody is a possible ally in whatever comes next. E pluribus unum, from any one. They didn't know how many we'd be or how different we'd be, but they want us always to remember that we were one. And they, our founders, had their differences, as do we. So again, I extended the hand of friendship to him, to welcome him as the President of the United States, to the People's House. It was also an act of kindness because he looked to me like he was a little sedated. He looked that way last year too, but he didn't want to shake hands. That was that. That meant nothing to me. It had nothing to do with my tearing up. That came much later. And, you know, a speed reader, I just went right through that thing. So I knew what was coming when I saw the compilation of falsehoods. But then when I heard like the first quarter or third, then I start to think there has to be something that clearly indicates to the American people that this is not the truth. And he has shredded the truth in his speech. He's shredding the Constitution in his conduct. I shredded his state of his mind address. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you.